Hello everyone, welcome to Dragon Heist. I am the Dungeon Master Harna, and in the desire to get things moving along, let's kick it off with the quietest boy so far, who's not said much since I got here.
Hello, hi. My name is Will Sword, and oh shit, still is out. And yeah, and I play the party rogue, Shadowclaw. And yeah, I'm gonna go and pass on to the person to my above me.
Oh shit, that's me. Sorry, I haven't had the stream. Hi, I'm Adam. I'm resident human warlock. The attempted moral compass of the path. I think the lawful character. The attempted lawful character. Anyway, moving on up. Other charisma caster, one of several. Good fucking hell.
I always jump in front of George. Go on, George. You can tell
Hi, I'm George. I play as Vele Rosnar, the human bard, and I will pass it on to the other charisma caster.
Hello, I am Rob. I play Logan Margaster, human paladin, and wannabe socialite. Imagine Paris Hilton, but redhead and slightly more armoured. And yeah, back to the DM.
And slightly dumber.
It's all maybe not
slightly
much
more
in it.
intelligent.
Yeah, it's a toss-up.
More intelligent than Paris Hilton.
Still single numbers of brain cells in it.
I think Paris Hilton knows what she's doing.
Yeah, but
Doing better than I am.
when we last left off, you guys had started Esvele's binge reading. You requested a helm of comprehend languages from the Black Staff, getting ready kind of from this ritual, while the rest of you kind of like went out and did a bit of recon, bit of information gathering. Gabriella went scroll hunting for a legend lore scroll, I believe, or was it contact over plane you went hunting for, Gabriella?
The other plane, this
Whatever
her
plane.
speciality.
Yes, you acquired contact over plane, that was acquired.
Legend lore we got from the dude, didn't we?
And you pushed through the full day, I believe, after your little bit of like going through and finding out, you know, everything. Savra Bellabranter came under attack in the field ward by a devil, which was attacking. She would like reach out to the party for aid. But it became clear that the attack was targeted and was actually a trap for her. And if you hadn't come, maybe she wouldn't have been around much longer. You caught the one who'd summoned these devils, and I believe you had, through a little bit of manipulation of the mind, had forced them to reveal that they had been doing it kind of at the behest of the Castlanters.
And then she killed herself.
Well, no, and then she
Or died.
She died,
as if some kind of spell had
She
taken her
proceeded
out.
to die.
She proceeded to die very quickly.
You guys summarized it was probably some kind of like spell, like a contingency or geas that had stopped her from, you know, trying to give away the information. But because she was magically coerced, she was forced to, and then died shortly after. Obviously, she would never have disclosed that without a magical aid to encourage her to, you know, actively kill herself. But yeah, Savra is kind of beginning to build a case against the Cathunters now, but because devil worship's not illegal in Waterdeep, it's not like there's much you can do apart from, you know, try to pull things like, obviously, the attempted murders and things like that is more what she's trying to pull on, and the actual law breaking as opposed to anything else. And with that, I believe you all went rested. It's a new day.
We found out he was planning on killing like 99 people, didn't we?
Yeah.
100 innocent souls.
He missed that bit out when he told us about the curse.
I believe you guys did a legend lore.
Yeah.
On the with the priest. That was one of Logan and Sullivan's thing that they were finding out, and yeah, you found out that the clause in the contract that he's trying to take advantage of requires one shy of 1 million gold coins and one shy of 100 souls, 100 innocent souls, I believe it said.
Innocent souls, in particular. We don't want no guilty souls. That's gross.
Well, they might already be going to hell.
Not on my watch.
But yeah, you are. I mean, most of you have probably come. I don't know if that was actually shared or not with the group, that information, or if.
Not yet.
No, I think I've just been busy reading.
Okay, well then I can't exactly remember where we finished up last time, so if we're saying that hasn't been shared yet, it's probably because a few of you were still out. So Esvela, you've been reading all day. Gabriella, you've been out kind of like looking for this scroll of kind of plane which you've now acquired. and I think Logan and Sullivan, you guys are Shadowclaw. Sorry, you guys would be just probably arriving back at the Old Familiar, probably not long after Gabriella, as Veli's still probably upstairs reading.
Yep.
So take it away. Don't wait for me.
Gabriel will probably return looking tattered from walking through all kinds of shady places, doing odd jobs for like several. She doing all the side quests.
Shady jobs.
Yeah, you were very much like a Klondike bar kind of like deal to get the scroll, you know? That's why
So much goblin blood on your hands after that day.
I was spent looking for a golden goose egg for 4 hours to get the scroll. And it wasn't even a goose egg. And she'll just politely sit down.
Well, me and Logan found something quite interesting.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, about this so-called ritual.
Mm-hmm. Pray tell.
So, long story short, for them to lift this curse, they're gonna need, well, one soul short of 100.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to sacrifice 99 people, and they need 1 coin short of a million gold.
Well,
to
the
make this,
problem
to
of
go ahead.
if it's not threatening the city, we can't do anything has just become a lot easier.
I believe
That's exactly my thoughts. I mean, if she needs to sacrifice 9, but where are the 99? Where's the 99 people? Like
in their basement, probably.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, my friend, because has there been any reports of people got missing? Maybe you should ask, you know.
Indeed.
nothing you've heard.
Nothing
Out
we've
of
heard.
curiosity,
We've heard.
Out of curiosity, Logan, if we kill Lord Castellan, are we still...
Cutting out Cass for me.
Gone.
Oh, don't mother... if we kill Lord Castellan, are we still obligated to fulfill his contract? Because that is a breach of trust right there.
Well, speaking as someone who knows the law inside. No, just inside, not out. I don't have a fucking clue. Don't ask me. What did the contract say?
Well, it says that if we were not to do what the contract says, we were to pay him specifically. Do
you want me to recap it for you?
If you could, please.
So the contract in short was you have 2 days to find an alternative way to see the souls of the kids. If so, Victoria will willingly give the eye and gives up any claim for the Enigma. Failure to do so means that you'll acquire the gold for the Castellaners and give it them a good time with the along with the items that were taken. Once search was completed, he'll happily return the taken items that you currently have in your possession, the book and the robes and the daggers and masks. And if you help them, there is also in there that they will each receive your stipend until death for helping by donating the money. And if you feel, for whatever reason, there is a 250,000 gold payment required as like a collateral and the besmirch of the name of the house with this document basically saying that this individual didn't reneged me on a deal, they didn't make good on their word, and how good is this house's word really, like that kind of thing. Which would be Lord, which
there
would be
doesn't seem to
either
be a
the
no
Castellaners or the
murder
Barcasters.
clause in there.
Well, for one thing, I believe that a besmirchment clause is much more besmirching to willingly kill 100. But why is it cutting out rather than not killing them? So that's taken care of. Now the question is if we could get the Blackstaff to Finnegan away out those 250,000 gold.
Or we could just, stab him.
I mean, yes, I just like to have it legally covered,
He's planning on killing 99 people.
I know,
I feel
just
like
don't
that's
want to go to
pretty
jail
well
for
covered.
I went to jail for doing the right thing once. I do not want to do so again. I like to cover my bases.
Is a contract valid if it requires people to do highly illegal things for it to be done? Surely there's an unfair contract terms.
Can Gabriella do a history check on how this contract would hold up within Waterdeep as
Sure.
Anybody got a law degree in here, or
History check, see what you heard or what you know.
a very important part was omitted and a history check, right?
Yeah, you can do a history check to try to see what you can get.
8. I can add a D4
Add your D4 to
that.
that to see if you can remember anything else.
Well, I love you, Gabriella, sometimes. Go.
Turns out spending so long in jail does not help you learn a lot about the law.
12. I mean, basically, there is a, you know, it would all kind of fall more down to the code legal, of which, I mean, you're looking at this contract in particular, trying to find a way to, like, you know, loophole your way out of it. If you were made to sign the contract with magical influences, like if you were forced to do it, that would definitely be that would be able to be a cause for it, because like, obviously magical influence without consent is a crime. But there's nothing necessarily that like I mean, the contract in itself is just for you to find a way to see the souls of the kids, and if you fail to do that, then to acquire the cash dragons thing given to them. It doesn't say you have to do any of the murdering or help them get 99 people to kill. There's nothing in the contract itself that alludes to really a crime. The only crime potentially is, you could argue perhaps, that taking the cash of dragons from wherever it is theft from the city, because technically the money belongs to the city. That is the only potential crime in the document that might be there. But it again, it's one of those ones where it just says that, you know, that you'll be. It doesn't actually say you will acquire the cash dragon. It says the party will, like, you know, the party or the owners of the Old Familiar, or whatever you want to say, will acquire the amount of 1 million like gold coins, you know, from the Castlanders within good time. Like, you know, that they probably never like actually say that, but you could like jump to the conclusions and based on verbal and things like that. But there's nothing necessarily in writing.
Well, but also on the contract, it doesn't say like we have to find those 99s. All they have to do, you just need to give them.
Yeah, just the money. They're not asking for.
So, yeah,
they're not asking for souls
Exactly.
or anything like that. They're not asking for any of that. So there's nothing on that side of it that like voids it. So the only thing maybe you could argue is potential robbery or theft. Like that's the only real thing you could maybe get from it.
Right.
Okay, so how about this? If we show the copy of the contract to the back staff, and then let's see what she thinks. You know, perhaps she deem that, you know, taking this money will be, you know, taken from the city, and then that makes the contract invalid.
I'm sure if anybody can help us, it would be her. I used to know a good lawyer back in the day, Saul. Rest, I'm pretty sure. Anyhow. So what time would it be?
Right now, it's evening time. You guys have like spent the day. Isabella still has a good, you know, 8 hours of reading until she can cast a spell.
She's also been actively reading throughout this conversation. Dipping her little quill into the pot of you guys' blood to smear on the page as she turns them.
Out of curiosity, do we want to... Logan, did you prepare that spell I asked you to prepare yesterday?
I did indeed.
Oh, wonderful. Would we want to perform the ritual as of now?
Wait, what do you mean ritual?
Oh, she would tap the scroll.
Oh, your ritual.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
yes.
mine's not a ritual. I was not paying attention when they were talking about that. I don't do ritual things.
Oh, that's fine. So, I could swear we mentioned the the intelligence helmet last session in some context other than the black staff, but I'm not sure.
You cancelled the scrolls and you got the hairband from the black staff whenever you went to visit her.
Oh shit! Thanks.
That was the same day of the field war attack.
Yeah. All right. So
It was like
I'll
yesterday.
I'll need an hour to attune to this headband. Then I'll need you to cast that spell, and I'll also need assortment of candles and red paint to draw out the symbols. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yes, you can start putting together the ritual if you'd like, Gabriella.
Yeah, she first attuned to the headband. I'll just pop
Take an
it
arm.
into my inventory.
Yeah, the blacksmith says you probably need it back in like 3 days, so
Yeah, I'll
otherwise get it
just
used.
just for the rolls and stuff like that.
Oh, speaking of tuning, did I get my one back?
Oh yeah, she would give you the one back in the meanwhile. Yeah.
Okay, I'll reattune to my one as well.
Did you roll for its charges at all? Were any used or?
No, none were used because there were civilians in the way, unfortunately. Alright. Wonderful, so that's great. I have that ready. I believe that's all I can do. Logan, could you cast a spell, or how long does Bless last?
Like a minute.
Oh shit, wait a minute, I'll first... she'd first start preparing the scroll, like she just drew out some infernal symbols, probably with red chalk on the floor of her room. So as not to scare off guests.
Yep.
Alright,
Wise.
so... Alright. Let's hope for the best then.
How about, and Logan's gonna get, reach into his backpack and get out, let's go for the barking box, just because it's the first thing he lays his hands on. He's just gonna give that to Gabriella and be like, okay, listen, I can cast my spell on you, but I only want to do it once, because, I can only do so many per day. So, when you feel the need for a little extra help from me, drop this.
Oh,
That's safe
alright.
word.
If I need a little extra help.
If you need the spell, like when you need the spell from me,
Oh, of course, yeah.
when you feel it all building and
Of course.
like a crescendo inside you, just at that pivotal climactic moment,
I would ask you
your
to help me read...
crescendo.
Thank you. I would ask you to help me read a scroll, but I believe that you can't read Infernal, can you?
Of course I can. Yeah, yes, I can, for no familial reason.
Really? Oh, could you mind help? Maybe cast this for me now, and we'll cast, and you just help me with the scroll as I cast it within the minute. It just like takes 6 seconds, so it should work.
Okay, truth be told, I am a slow reader.
I just need you to I'll read from the left side that has more words, and you read from the right side, and we'll chant together, and I'll channel the magic.
I feel like you're asking for my help in a way that's not actually going to be helpful, as though you're just ticking a box to say that I helped you in some way in reading this.
I'm trying to...
How about I have a quick glance over the scroll,
Alright.
point out any difficult words, so that you can get those practiced in your mind first, with like the pronunciation, whatever it is,
Do you have any...
and then that'll help you read.
Also, do you have any idea how you pronounce that hyphen above the A-looking letter?
Yeah, no, you don't.
Oh, of course
Yeah,
you
no, you don't pronounce it. I don't pronounce it, and I speak, I speak Infernal as fluently as I do. Come on.
Alright, thanks. And then Gabrielle will try and cast the spell with Logan's assistance.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you cast the spell. Logan is helping you.
And I'm
It's
casting Blast.
so charisma check to see if you can cast it. It's a 5th level spell, so it's a DC 15 check. You will have advantage because Logan spent some time assisting you.
That's precisely 15.
Perfect. The scroll begins to disintegrate into almost like a red almost like embers of a fire as it burns away in your hand. Like it turns almost grey and red. It's like the embers are wisped apart, and they kind of float across the room, each one landing on one of the candles around the room, turning the flame from its brilliant yellow and orange to a deep red, plunging the room into this dark reddish hue. While this happens, Logan, you cast Bless.
Correct.
Alright, I'll do an intelligence save.
Yeah, so you feel a power washing over you. Make an intelligence saving throw.
20.
20 is enough. Yes, you're not insane. And what entity are you reaching out to? Or demigod, spirit of long dead sage? What do you?
He would be reaching out to Asmodeus himself,
Okay.
if possible.
Sure. You
Hey man, you busy?
You feel a connection form, Gabriella, and that symbol on your hand burns with an icy chill.
Oh wait, shit! Levistus and Asmodeus don't get along. Fuck!
They do not at all.
Oh god. Well, I dialed the wrong number, sorry. So she gets 3 yes or no questions, correct?
I believe you get 5.
I should read spells before I cast them. Hold
Yep.
the fuck. Alright.
We've not had 2 weeks to think about this.
Alright, now I'm taking it back. Hold up. So, 5 questions. I should have asked what you wanted to ask beforehand, shouldn't I?
Is that a question?
Yep.
No.
You hear yes in your head.
I
4 questions left.
Alright. She would first ask, is there a way to... Oh god, what buzzword. How to relieve the Lord Castellantes of their contract without sacrificing 100 or less than 100 innocent souls. 1 shy of 100 innocent souls there.
You're about to get a cocky yes there for that misspeak. You hear a maybe. Like it echoes through the room. You would all get that.
Maybe.
Of course, there's a yes or no questions. How can I maybe?
The GM may answer with 1 word. It doesn't say what I have to answer with. I could just say waffle iron. That's 2 words.
Yeah, you can.
I can't say waffle iron.
Unless you say it really fast so it becomes 1 word.
Would you be willing to accept a different kind of soul in exchange for relieving the contract?
Maybe.
Ask again later.
I propose this. I would dedicate my living years on this plane to sending the souls of your rivals to your service, culminating with my own, in exchange for releasing the Castellantu children from your grasp. Would you be willing to make such a bargain?
Make me a persuasion check.
I was so waiting for you to say
like
maybe
that.
again.
Waffle iron.
Fuck. The persuasion.
Can you stop selling your soul for like 5
Yeah.
seconds?
Her soul's
No.
already sold.
If she can't slit it up, she's got to
I'll
sell
add a
something.
D4 to that because fuck all of you.
It's so whore.
Soul
You know,
whore.
It's like tattoos once you sell it
Oh.
once.
Your other devils there like, wait, I thought I had that soul.
Thinking of one
Kind of
word.
like
She's-
spit down
she's-
so.
She's polydevilous.
Maybe.
It's not
Go on.
it's not ethical unless you've discussed it with your first devil first.
This is very fair.
I have 2 more no. 2 more? 3 more. 3 more.
1.
Can't we just like switch out Castellanter's soul for his kids? No, why not?
We could ask for the reason why the
Why he
Celia
wants
Castellantes aren't wanted.
Yeah.
Rather than and I know we'll only get 1 clue, but at least it won't be fucking maybe.
Yeah.
Come again, please.
So I think the question would be,
Ask why the
what is the reason for not accepting the Lord and Lady Castellante's soul as part of the deal that was established?
why are you so into kids, man? It's weird.
Yeah, man. Gonna take a seat over here. So, would you want to ask? Would
Yeah.
Gabriella ask that question as it was?
Yes, she would.
Yep.
I'm happy for all the help because I was
Yeah.
expecting 3 questions, not 5. And
The voice would say, owned.
Oh shit! Somebody already got their soul.
oh shit!
By who?
Double dipping.
But then, so do we want the first question to be who already owns their souls?
Absolutely.
Well, that
Just
isn't
for-
it help?
I don't even know if it's
Alright.
helpful. I just want the tea, you know.
Yeah, it might be leverage, but it's definitely interesting. So the fifth question would be, who owns the souls of Lord and Lady Castellanta?
The response
You-
would be
It's got devil.
book.
Book.
This
book
this
that
book
we
right
can,
here that I'm halfway through. Have I
We're
found
about to
anything
find out.
here so far about them selling their souls, or?
It's not like a diary. It's like it's a long ritual
Yeah.
that you can't to cast it all at once. You need to like know it off by heart. Like you need to memorize it.
I presume at this point the connection severs.
Yeah, the lights flicker and snuff out, and the ritual ends.
Gabriella, are you insane?
No.
That's
I mean, an
exactly
insane
what an
person would say
insane
that, to be
person
fair.
would say. Oh shit, Shadow! Me and you thinking the same thing. Hey, wavelength. We need to stop
Well,
that.
at least those 2 brain cells of yours are communicating.
It's just the one that we share.
1 and 1 makes it 2.
Boing, boing.
So
Wait.
I asked a couple of questions, and she would give them the. She would tell them
They
the
all heard it.
questions.
So
Yeah, it
you
was
had
all
you had
allowed.
asked the questions in the
Oh,
room,
shit,
and
never-
they all heard the replies.
He really likes the word maybe, doesn't he?
Maybe.
Very much so. Gosh, I thought that was just in my head. Never mind.
I guess I'll just keep reading then.
This is
Alright.
upstairs in the tavern while
Yeah.
the tavern is open, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk downstairs and do my best impression of the voice that was presumably quite loud.
It was pretty fucking loud. Yep. You go downstairs. You can
We're
see
not
people are, like,
communing with devils
walking,
up
like,
here.
and you have people like looking around, like someone's like, you see one of the people like, you see one of the guys like coming towards the stairs, where like one of your like servers, one of the 3Ls like floating over towards you. Is everything all right?
Hey, oh, yes, we're just doing a bit of role play upstairs. So far, it's going
Maybe.
so-so. There's a lot of things to be ironed out, a few creases, but we're doing. Why do you ask?
We just heard a strange voice talking about maybe an owned books or something.
Oh yes, I'm playing a librarian. See, and it's gonna try and
But
do.
I'm gonna say performance check for this.
Maybe the new yes and.
Oh,
So
wow.
that one.
Your voice like cracks in the middle of it.
Sorry.
You see, she like
but
looks at you
I said,
quite
it's not going well.
strangely, but she's like, "Well, as long as everyone's okay and consenting." You see, like looking around the tavern, there's like probably like but like the guts. It's like evening time. Your tavern's let's roll the d20. See how busy the tavern is. Pretty busy. There's 16 people in there. Like all drinking stuff like that, and you see a lot of like look over, like listen to that, and you're like. You hear something like that doesn't sound anything like that, but it sounds very weird. What's going on here?
How about a free round for everyone, just to calm the nerves, eh?
Make me a persuasion check I would say would be an advantage, but I think everyone's
Everyone's
suspicious.
suspicious of your librarian
23?
impression.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, so it's good
Not
to me.
bad.
I'll take a free. I won't say we'll take a free drink, and like yeah, people agree, and they have a little extra drink, and yeah, the kind of conversation shifts a little bit, but there's definitely like a hint of like people are a little bit like, curious.
As people are sort of dipping into their drinks, I'll nip upstairs and be like, we may want to show our faces downstairs. That was fucking loud.
Oh,
The floorboards are not very thick, and people may be a little alarmed.
I think
They just
they'll
wanna
be a
make sure
little
that we're
more
all
alarmed if I
okay.
do this downstairs. She smears another page with blood.
I mean, you can take like 5-minute break, right? You look like shit.
I'm pretty sure I have to read this all in one.
Do you want a coffee or something?
Several, honestly.
Alright. With milk or without?
Without. As strong as it
blood
will
there.
come.
Have you got enough blood in there, you reckon?
Starting to
Fucking hope so. Nearly
congeal a
blood
little
dry.
bit, but it still seems to be working well enough.
Also, if we would wish to ask more questions, I could try and get another scroll, but I'm definitely not certain there's another
Why?
one.
So we can hear maybe 5 more times?
I mean, the one thing as well you've worked out is that this book is going to give you a more open connection with
Yeah.
someone who might, be tied to this individual.
Might be the same fucking guy for all we know.
Maybe.
That'd be hilarious.
Slams the book shut. It's like, no!
It's just like the Tom Riddle's diaries, and the text appearing out of nowhere. It's just
The
maybe.
Book of Maybes.
Book of
Gabriel
maybe.
would come downstairs and grab Asfele some coffee, the strongest there is.
You just get like a Nescafe jar, open the top, peel the foil off, and just pour the water directly in, and just hand her the still jar label on it.
She just grab a pot, like a large cooking pot. You just toss a lot of instant coffee in, pour it, and just dip a singular straw and bring the entire pot upstairs.
Good luck.
I can't believe I have to read this for another 8 hours.
They're gonna give you a heart attack like that.
Does anyone in here do coke?
Logan?
I think
Caffeine free or-
stuff.
Logan has snuff, but
It's good shit, but you will not be able to read. Or I have the regular stuff, because
Only
No.
the bad stuff.
it's not bad. It's pretty
It's just
good.
not as good as the good one.
Not as good as the good stuff. Average stuff.
Well, you can have some if you want.
I'll see how desperate I get. Ugh. Infernal is not a pretty language.
It's like aggressively written. It's just like it's yelling at you.
Yes, literally. It's like, just calm down. You don't need to be that spiky.
I feel like I could cut myself on some syllables. It's like the barbed wire of cursive.
Well, Thieves' Cant was the most ridiculous language there was.
Excuse me.
No, they said thieves can't. It's not about you.
The language thieves can't. Okay, never mind. All right.
Yeah.
No problem.
Not a thieving cunt. No, that was the old you. Okay, well, I'm gonna go down, show my face, let people see me. Do you want to come down?
I'll join
Good.
you to make sure all is well.
Shadow, do you want to bring Andrew down and come for a drink, or?
I think Henry should stay upstairs if we wish to keep people calm.
Poor Andy.
He can
I'll
help
go
me
now,
turn the
Drake.
pages.
Andy, no shandy for you.
Okay, I'll leave little Sullivan here with you.
Little Sullivan. I thought that was a name for something else.
I wonder if Sullivan is fully conscious inside that hand. Feeling himself trapped inside that small body.
Oh god, I hope so.
Not the
'Cause
one
I
who's
keep
holding that hand,
farting on him. Haha. Sorry.
I don't think he has nostrils, Logan, but oh well.
That's half the fun. He knows he stinks, he just can't tell. Anyway, Logan will turn on his heel, head downstairs.
I'll come down, have a drink.
you guys
Gabriel
head
will
down,
join.
drinks.
I'll
We
leave,
are, we are
I'll leave the
not
head
drinking to
upstairs.
excess.
Fair enough. Probably good. Have loose lips.
Oh,
Cass is dead. Gabrielle is dead.
R.I.P.
Back in a second. Count to 5 and then see. I think they've gone completely offline. Let's go be right back for a sec. Oh no!
Oh.
no, there you go.
Oh.
Wow! Just as about to call be right back, they just reappear.
Just in time.
Oh, it looks like you've had a power
he
cut,
sent
and
her.
you,
What the? F-
it looks
he
like
had a hair-
he like ran and says, "Turned on the emergency generator."
I have a soul-powered generator right here.
That actually looks better than your previous camera. I'd say. Illustrated. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, it's very like author's first Zoom interview during the COVID lockdown with no idea of how to present on camera.
Yeah.
Completely oversaturated. It's fine.
I look fucking pale. Oh, God, it's like... Is there a way to change the fuck that? Nope. It's made it worse. Never mind, I'll just be oversaturated.
Fine.
Don't worry. It's an okay group to be pale in.
Yeah.
It's not like we've got thousands of viewers.
No, I didn't know if we have one, honestly. Oh no, we got
I
three.
think we've got one.
Oh, hello, the three of you.
Hello, Itch.
Sometimes in our other game, Ryan will be like, spoiler alert, or like backstory things, and it's like, no one is watching us, Ryan. It's okay. This is for us and us alone.
So we can go back and watch it. But yeah, you guys go upstairs, have a little drink. Doesn't cost you anything, it's your own tavern. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever you would like to, you know, do the rest of the evening, or you can just say you'll go settle down and go to bed.
What time is it right now? What was the time?
It's like late evening now, it's probably like 9, 10 o'clock.
Fuck, I'm assuming there's no shops open this time. is it?
Unlikely.
Okay. Just wanted to buy some handcuffs.
You could definitely
guess I'll
acquire
do
some
it.
handcuffs this time of night. So Logan probably knows right places.
Yeah, Logan knows a guy.
You don't mind them being
Where
fluffy.
I could get some, you know, some handcuffs. Because last time we needed them, we didn't have any.
Like manacles or like
Yes.
handcuffs?
No, manacles, those ones.
Oh, yes.
I think they're open at this moment, this time.
I mean, it's less open and more. Will they be okay with you going round? Like, I know people who. Yeah, I know people.
You know, I think this can wait till the morning. It's not like I want to use them. Well, I hope I'm not going to use them now.
I can.
No,
So I'll go, because I never sleep much anyway. I'll go. I'll get some.
Okay.
Okay, how many do you need? Like 5, 10? How big a party are we having?
Give me like 3.
3. 3 pairs or just 3?
Just 3.
Okay. Right, say no more.
Okay. You probably head to Mother Tathloren's House of Pleasure and Healing
I'll
down
follow fucking
in the
Logan.
castle ward. Yeah, you follow him. It looks like Logan is going in the direction of Castle Waterdeep. He actually goes all the way to the back of Castle Waterdeep on Gem Street. Make me a stealth check for Tail, Sullivan. $24.
34.
Yeah, I think you do so far without being noticed. Does Logan get a carriage?
How far? It's a different ward, isn't it?
It's a different. It's actually all the way down in Castle Waterdeep, so it's pretty
Cool.
far. It's like the whole length of the castle ward and half of the North Ward to get there.
Logan does not get a carriage. Logan goes out the back
And gets the
a
camel.
Humphrey.
Amazing.
Make way. It's
Who now
Prince
hates him after being dismissed and
fucking-
resummoned.
Little horn.
He's forced
Yeah.
to be.
He has to listen.
Runs,
he
but
has to
spitefully.
be- Yeah,
I have no mouth, but I must.
Humphrey the Brat Camel. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, obedient, but at what cost?
And yeah, Humphrey will lead you down Sheridan Street and down the high road. You get a few odd looks, as you usually do, astride a camel in this region. The Sword Coast is kind of like, yeah, not the most, exotic of places. It would probably be similar to seeing someone like riding a camel down the streets of Paris back a few centuries. Definitely would have raised some eyebrows. Not a common animal seen. Probably heard of
Yeah.
and seen in books and things, but not super common. But you go to Mother Tantalorn's House of Pleasure. You see the 5-story tall building, which you know has the 2 underground levels as well. They offer, massage, minor healing, all at quite a strong price point. And yes, they are also a House of Pleasure. So they do offer other services as well.
Yeah, he'll pop in and be like, hey, I need some manacles, some specific ones. I'm wondering if you could either hook me up with some spurs, like used ones, fine, offshoots, it's cool. But it's the 1.5 manacles. It's the bomb, and one for the.
You see one of the priests of Soon, who is like the goddess of love, kind of like comes down, and she's like this probably half-elven woman. She's like, of course, we can certainly source such a thing for yourself. Yes, let me just see what we have in the back. And she goes away, searches a little bit, and she eventually comes back out with a set of manacles, which is all connected together, basically. They are 2 larger ones on the outer side, and then 1 smaller one in the middle.
I wonder what that smaller one is for.
Wonderful. The old favorite love triangle. Hey, much appreciated. Please tell me, what do I owe for these?
For these, it will be. They are quite used. We could part them for 2 gold to get a replacement. Should be fine.
They're so sticky.
How about I'll give you 5 gold, get 2 replacements, and keep one of them just for me. How about that?
Of course.
Sorry about the mess on this one, by the way.
Don't worry, I'll go get you another set. She goes and gets another set and comes back. You give her 5
no,
gold.
No. Like, no, keep them here.
Oh.
I don't want to use them at home on my own.
Oh, cool. We can set them aside for you.
I'll come here. Yeah, okay.
I'll put them in your room.
Wonderful.
It probably isn't your room. It's probably your family's room. It's because it's not necessarily it's a big sleaze hall, but it's there's a bathhouse. There's massages offered. It's a little city spa, but it also offers sex and shit as well because goddess of love.
Yeah, but would you ever use it if your family members had, even if you didn't know?
Logan will be like, I swear, if you resize that thing to adjust it for Papa, we're done. Okay, cool. And yeah, so with the slightly used set of 1.5 manacles, the love triangle, he'll probably start to sling it over his shoulder, realize where it's been, and just kind of dodge out of the way of it. Like, I'm gonna put you on the back of Humphrey.
Yeah. It's somehow it's
Humphrey
still,
will remember this.
As you sling it over your shoulder and step aside, you hear a wet on the floor of a bit of splattering hitting something from some kind of fluids that is still remain on the manacles.
Oh, memories.
Oh god.
I should call him. Anyway, okay, let's go. And he's gonna get the manacles, put them as though like a camel would wear a bracelet, but instead of on an arm, it's on its hump, just kind of around the back hump.
Yeah, sure.
Humphrey will remember this.
And you start riding back.
That'll do. And then
Sullivan?
clopty back.
Anything you're doing, Sullivan, at all?
Fuck, I didn't even know. That's quite shocking, to be fair. And I'll just follow him back.
You follow him back, nothing interesting. By the time you get back to the old familiar, you're relieved that if you remove the triangular cuffs from Humphrey, the wet substance has dried into a nice crusty exterior. The night air probably, crisps it up.
Oh. Oh.
Honestly, just before he sneaks in, I'll sneak back in before he gets in as well. I'll just sit restore the bar.
Yep, sit at still the bar. You see coming in from the back, smelling a bit of camel and other things, with a pair of a set, I will call them, of
crunchy
manacles.
manacles.
With 3.
Look, what is this, Logan?
It's the 3 manacles you wanted.
This is not what I was looking for. I mean, one of them was got like 5 hoops and a chain and a little one. Where do you use this? And why does it smell so funny?
Have you? It tastes even weirder. Have you ever used manacles before?
Yes, but not this one's.
Okay.
Logan, I wasn't talking about this manacles, Logan. I know where you got this from, and this is not what my intention was, Logan.
Okay, but what do you need these manacles for?
To keep prisoners, not
Okay.
for
Think
not
about
that
it.
kind of prisoners. Not you want to keep someone prison in your room. I mean,
No. Think about it. If you've got a prisoner, okay, you put the hand in one of the manacles. You put a hand in the other one of the manacles.
yes.
What are you going to attach it to?
Okay, and then how about the little thing in the middle? Where does that go? The
I
little
mean, I
circle.
can draw you a diagram if you want.
Exactly. I'm not gonna take a prisoner.
You
and
could put that around any kind of rod, or pole, or other rigid length. Just surround the shaft, like of anything. A
Is the
pillar.
tavern still open, by
yeah.
the
And
way?
why
Okay.
one of them has got fur around it? What is with the fur around
That's
that one?
not fur. That's not fur, my friend.
Oh God.
And also, for the record, that's not mine, as you can tell from the color or lack thereof.
Did you? Is this
Mine are like little flames.
Is this at least clean? Because that one looks very crusty. What is that white crust? in it?
You're putting prisoners' wrists in it. Why the fuck do you want it clean? What do you want, a 5-star review?
I'm gonna have to put it on them. I don't want to have to touch this thing, Logan.
Yeah, no, that's not my problem though. I made
I don't
sure.
want this, Logan. I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay, sort your fucking self out then, dickhead.
I'm sure you. You know what? You keep that. I'm gonna go get some.
I'm going upstairs for a bath, and he's gonna swipe the manacles, head straight upstairs, lock the door.
Yeah, there's a small fleck, a flaking spatter of crusty matter, kind of like dandruff, almost like floats through the air.
That just went into my mouth. Oh.
Salty.
Gabriella is like walking down the hall to get another cup of coffee before heading to bed, and she just sees Logan with the manacles closing his door behind. Like, oh, all right.
No, I'm going to bed now. No, it's too much action for me.
Good night, Sullivan.
Good night.
You seem rather disheveled. Are you right?
Yes, I'm just exhausted. And
Okay, have a good one.
Drained. Okay, I'm just gonna go to my room.
All right, so see you in the morning as well. Here's 2 more cups of coffee, and yeah.
Keep well.
Oh yes, yeah. Good reading, and she'd head to bed.
Okay. Yes, you stay awake all night. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please, SLA?
15.
15's enough. You do not suffer a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, that
despite
coffee
staying
coming in
up all night.
clutch.
You unfortunately do not get any benefits of a long rest, though, so all of your hit points and all
Yeah,
that
I
stuff
don't get
remain the
anything
same.
back.
But yeah, you finish reading the book, and you are confident that you can now cast the ritual hidden within.
And
Could
if
you
I
cast it as
order
many
my
times as she
breakfast the
wants?
night before, it might actually be on time.
Perhaps.
So she knows his spell now, right? It's
Yep,
this
so
ritual.
she can now cast it. The ritual will take, she
Okay.
knows it'll take 11 minutes to cast, and it will require incense and a vial of unholy water.
Unholy water.
How do you get holy water? Where do you get it from?
It's holy water that you pissed in. I don't know.
No. Gabrielle would wake up earlier in the morning just to check if Esvela is like, not that dead from caffeine overdose. So,
She's a little
You-
shaky, but she's okay.
you're right. You're right.
It's almost like a crackhead. I've done it.
Should I get us breakfast?
I'm pretty sure I can recite 11 minutes of straight infernal.
Great. Is there anything else we need to get while you rest up?
I need some incense and unholy water.
What is unholy water?
I assume whatever you do to water to make it holy, do the opposite of that. Unholy water. I don't know. It doesn't have instructions on how to make it. Ask a... whatever the opposite of a priest is, I guess.
Well, I think could Gabriella try and
If
figure
you're
out?
thinking to go to Logan at this point, he would have been up late last night having a bath.
That's
so-
unholy
That's
water
unholy
right
water
there.
But also, if you were like, hey, at the end of your long rest, could you do ceremony or prepare ceremony? Then I could probably prepare ceremony and make unholy water for us.
Yep.
Okay, sure. He just take the bath water and
Wow. Fucking chain himself to the bath with the manacles.
he take the bath water and just wash the manacles in it.
Psycho pervert.
Yeah, you could definitely use ceremony, so it costs 25 gold pieces of powdered silver, which you could easily acquire even from the blacksmith across the road. And then you can, you can curse some water and make it unholy water if you'd like.
And how much incense do we need?
Just a small amount. It's negligible. It's not like a cost. The main cost is for the unholy water itself.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
I've
components.
deducted the 25 gold pieces, and ceremony, can I do that as a... I'm going to unprepare bless, prepare ceremony.
What do you think regular water is? Just like neutral water?
Water is just water. Then
It's
you
the
have
same, it's the same as holy water, just you don't believe something about it. Yeah, so it takes 1 hour, and then I need to touch the water, and yeah, I'd probably rub the silver on the manacles to make it unholy.
Yeah.
And I'll use that spell slot, mark that off.
Did you know holy water can't be diluted, so if you add holy water to regular water, the whole lot becomes holy?
Oh shit! Infinite holy water.
Infinite
Wait,
holy water.
Holy water homeopathy confirmed.
If you pour holy water into the ocean, have you just
Holy
sanctified-
ocean. All the fish get to go to heaven.
Oh shit! I know what I'm doing this summer. We're sanctifying the fucking ocean.
Yeah,
You can
please
also
don't-
technically make any liquid holy if it's to use someone's last rites. If you need to give someone
If you-
last rites, you can technically holify like some coke if you need to.
Can you?
If you
can
put holy water in a humidifier and pointed it outside, would that just make the whole world?
Holy planet.
So, man, should have stayed being a
Fuck up
Catholic.
the
I got the
dehumidifier.
shit nailed.
I've
Right,
never
lot of-
seen
lot of-
actual holy
salt. There's
water.
a lot of salt in holy water.
Yeah, because we made holy water and then I found a snail and Harry was like, I want to bless the snail. And it was like, no, it's full of salt.
That snail is the devil.
Ah, it's burning.
burn the
Just,
heretic.
just please imagine a group of incredibly drunk students arguing
How happy
outside
that
at like
snail
3 in
is.
the morning about don't put holy water on the snail.
Fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Uni was a weird time.
If he burns, he's heretic.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Vele, do you cast the spell?
Yeah, I guess so. Otherwise, I just wasted, 24 hours of my life.
Sure. So you spend 11 minutes.
11 minutes of reciting Infernal.
Yeah.
Set out the unholy water and the incense. Light the incense, kind of fills the room with smoke. Or where are you doing this? Assume not the main fest room.
I
but-
think should upstairs a little secret sort of.
Why don't we
secret
go
room
like
upstairs,
all the
no?
way up,
All the way to the tower.
Go
like
go
all-
do it up in the attic. Unholy rituals.
Yeah, up in the turret peak.
She takes the
Pretty
unholy
snug
water.
up there. It's not.
There's not gonna be enough space in it.
Yeah, you pretty better. As Vele's room is the highest room, but has window it has like 4 windows around it. You can draw the curtains.
Okay.
Do
Let's do that.
do I want to
We could do-
talk to
could do
devils
the
in my
cellar.
room? Yeah, fine.
Or you can do it in the den.
As Vele takes the unholy
Yes.
water, is like,
Officially
what
in the
happened
den.
to this to make? Actually, don't
Common
tell me.
room.
Don't tell me what happened to it.
Let's do it in the den maybe.
The only
As long
problem
as
is
you're
the
not-
den shares a fireplace at the common room, so if someone, say, came upstairs in the common room...
Oh,
but
We
no,
can
I see.
we can do it in my room.
the
it's
common room's like
fine.
private, though. Like, the upstairs is like, you've all decided is private. So
I don't want to accidentally like expose the orphans to devils.
Gabrielle would also.
That's
look
something
out
they
the
should do
window.
in their own time.
Could Gabrielle make a perception check to see if there are any mysterious infernal ravens showing
Sure.
about?
Let me check.
I do not believe in coincidence. 13, the fuck do I know?
Look around. There's a couple of birds. None like perched on the windowsill.
Suspicious birds.
There's
I'll
probably
go
of
and
them.
close the windows.
lot of
There's
gulls.
windows
Probably
closed.
close the windows, close the curtains, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your typical demonic ritual preparations.
Sure. So
Light some
yes,
candles, maybe. Just around, just,
you're lighting
bit of a
incense as well,
atmosphere.
so you get a bit of a
Smells good.
atmosphere going, 100%. You start the ritual. It takes 11 minutes to do so. At the end of the ritual, the smoke for the incense all pulls together, as if like being sucked into like a black hole, like in the center of the ritual circle, next to Asvele, and it forms a shape of a large creature. It's got like huge hulking shoulders, big impressive wings, long horns, and eyes that glow like the burning tips of incense as it appears before you. Isvela, you would know that you can ask of this creature 3 questions. They are yes or no answers, traditionally.
I probably would have told everyone that, but beforehand, so everyone doesn't jump in and ask and shit.
It would be you have to ask them.
Okay.
But again, they're like before, they have to be verbally asked.
Mhm.
But it's not like
And
this is
as well
what
as-
it is.
Asvela is the only one who can ask.
Yeah.
Cool. How about we ask it if the books or the souls of the Castellanters are owned by the book, this book that we are using? So we get the confirmation if it's that book actually, or a different infernal tome we have to find.
I'm scared to say anything in case it thinks it's a question.
Just stares at you.
Would we have
Unblinking,
had-
glowing eyes.
If Esvile in character knew that
Yeah,
there was
you
3
would have had
questions,
time. Yeah.
Can I have my
Yeah,
little
so-
questions on like a
let-
bit of paper?
let's just have a little sidebar for what
Yeah, you got a little
conversation we would have had.
I don't want to be like, are we all okay with that? And then Harry be like, yes. And it's like, damn it, my question.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So Gabriel would probably, as I said, propose to ask if the souls are owned by the book in question, because I believe that.
But would they be owned by the book or whatever creature we're talking to now? Because the book just like summons it, doesn't it?
Yeah, you would know it just does.
It
The
just-
only thing the book does is allows you to commune
Yeah,
with.
let's just communicate.
this-
So
Or ask if he owns the.
yeah, so ask if he owns the Castle Lantern souls, Lord and Lady Castle Lantern, not the kids, obviously.
The current Lord and Lady Castellanter.
Yeah. He's like, I would have fucked on a Castle Lantern.
Yes, that's the first question that we're gonna ask.
Mhm.
Are you gonna finish your sidebar of other questions they asked then? If you're doing those in advance, because the spell only lasts for 1 minute. So
Yeah. We should do.
So pick your questions
Yeah, we should
now,
have a
because if you're
sidebar.
saying you're having a sidebar and having this conversation, then you have to decide them all in advance. You may want to change them on the fly after hearing the answers, but like, I'll let you have a grace period to like, set them aside, but I'm not going to start answering questions and you guys like try to cherry pick from there.
Cool.
Just do it at the moment.
The second question.
So if it's
We need like a flow chart here.
Yeah.
Answer
Yeah.
yes, answer no.
if yes, then question 2. If no, then who?
What's question 2
Um,
if...
I don't know.
Okay.
Question 2: if he would be willing to accept another deal or different souls than innocent souls for his payment.
Okay.
But he's not who the deal
is.
is with.
Oh.
Right? Because the
Correct.
deal is with
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Yeah.
but Asmodeus can't take the Castle Lantern souls because they're owned by someone else, presumably this guy. Right?
So, yes.
Veli,
So,
make
rather
me
than say-
a Arcana check. See what you understand.
Rather than saying, would you be willing or anything, just say like,
5.
what you'd want the deal to be, and then let it tell
Wait,
us
what?
if it's wrong. I don't know. I'm still eating breakfast. I had a long night last night.
You had a long night?
Yes.
So, come again, Logan, what were you saying? No, we should ask.
Yeah. Don't be. Don't be asking like short questions, closed ones. Like, get to the fucking point, and then let it,
All right,
answer.
fair. So, if you were to
So if it says yes, as in yes, I am the dude who owns the Castellantas, then what? Do we say what did they? Because if they had the deal for the money with as
What else have they been
Mobius-
dealing away?
Yeah. What did the Castellantas receive in exchange for their souls?
But it can only
Question mark.
answer yes, no.
Or is it only yes, no?
Only yes,
Yeah,
no
so
answers.
Not even a maybe.
Not even a maybe.
Oh, fuck this. I'm going back to my breakfast. I was expecting a show where I brought corn and everything, and it'll show, like, unpopped corn kernels.
Oh, we have
Like,
popcorn
they're really-
downstairs.
They're really it's not tasty at all.
That's why I propose we would ask if he would be willing to accept a different payment. He'll either answer yes or no, which
In
brings...
exchange for the Catalanta's souls.
In exchange for the souls of the children, I do not care for the souls of Lord and
But he
Lady.
doesn't own the souls of the children.
Oh,
The dude in the book owns the Lord and Lady Castellanta.
Oh, Lord.
Asmodeus owns the souls
damn
of the
it.
children because he couldn't get the souls of Lord and Lady Castellanta. So this dude here is clearly someone who Asmodeus respects enough that he's not going to be like, actually, no, I want those souls and I'm more important. I don't really know how these devil things work, though.
Well,
I still think you should ask if you take another payment for exchange of the children's souls.
How about
It doesn't have to be the Castellantas, it can be.
how about explaining the situation as we know it, as in leading with, we know that Asmodeus owns the souls of the child Castellantas. Would you be willing to trade the souls of Lord and Lady Castellanta for the souls of either souls of the children or,
but trade
your
implies,
soul, Gabriella?
sorry, trade implies that he would get the souls and the kids would get fucked either way.
Well, yeah, no, that's not my problem, though.
Oh,
You wanting to, like, sub somebody else in? Well, why didn't you do the whole, like, I'll send you your rivals thing? I didn't actually know that this was a sport.
no, I tried to offer my services and he said maybe so.
Oh, okay.
As you may have heard.
Yeah, I'm kind of out of ideas here, to be honest. I've kind of been winging it for
Perhaps
quite a few weeks now. I don't really know what's going on.
Perhaps a triple trade, as in the demon gives up the souls of Lord and Lady Castellanta for Asmodeus. Asmodeus gives us the souls of the children, and we give this demon something in return. A triangle.
Like a love triangle. I've got one of those downstairs.
Yeah, it's a packed triangle.
I could give it a love triangle in return. It's not going to be much though. I only paid like 5 gold for it.
No.
One second.
So, yeah.
Oh, you meant like figuratively? It's like a triangle.
So we would propose a deal in which he gives up the souls of Lord and Lady Castellanta towards Asmodeus. Asmodeus in exchange would give us the souls of the children, or give them back, and we would give this demon something that he would desire, which we have to come up with. But first we should probably ask if he would be okay with such an arrangement.
No, I think we just lead and say, would you be willing to accept this? Because otherwise we've spunked away 2 questions.
Would you be willing to accept this and then move from there?
Yeah. So rather, would you be willing to accept an alternative? Lead with what the offer is. And then number 3 is, would you, like, maybe agreeing terms to say, will you provide by messenger the terms for the agreement for how this can be executed?
I would propose we ask him for, would you arrange a meeting? Because if we ask for terms, we have no say in what they are. If we arrange a meeting, we can parlay.
Okay, so would you arrange for a meeting with an appropriately empowered representative to represent your interests in this negotiation and have them meet us tonight at sunset, because these things always happen at sunset or sunrise.
It would be so fucking awkward if he sent Lord Castellantro.
Wouldn't it though? At least they're all in the same place, and then if things go south or if I get confused, we can just hit him.
So we have one branch of questions if he agrees to all of this. What if he I'll get the fucking pen and paper for this.
Do we want to take a 5-minute break? Just rather than AFK.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We'll be back.
Sure.
Okay, we're back. The ritual's in full swing. The misty figure there of the incense staring at you with its glowing orange eyes.
Do you own Lord and Lady Castlantern's souls?
Yes.
My God. Would you be willing to trade... Shit.
Ownership of the souls.
Ownership of the souls
For
to
To Asmodeus.
Asmodeus if
In
we give
exchange.
you something in return.
Yes.
and then the third one is the would you send
Could you
someone-
send a messenger so we could work out a deal with you? Because this yes-no thing is very difficult to work out what you would like.
Yes. And the mist fades. Room returns to normal.
We didn't say when.
Amazing. Yeah, when and where's the messenger?
Exactly. We
I
only
should have
got
specified that.
We only got 1 day now to find a solution
You
for
hear a
this.
knock on the door.
Wow.
Oh, fuck me. I will open the door.
If that's the
and-
messenger, very impressive customer service.
I will open the door and use Divine Sense immediately.
You immediately sense the presence of a fiend in front of you, and you see a tiefling man standing before you. He's got like an open, like V-neck kind of like tunic on. He's got like brilliant red skin, yellow eyes,
Is he hot though?
long black hair that kind of falls with his shoulders. Yeah, he's pretty attractive looking guy.
Probably a fiend. Fiends are always hot. That's a rule.
Good evening, sir. I believe. Well, thank you for coming so early.
I mean, yes.
Can we get you anything? Coffee, tea, wine?
Blood.
Let's not be presumptuous.
Feels like a
Yes, I
stereotype.
don't quite assume blood. I think your friend is mistaking devils for vampires. It's quite a common, well, not really a common mistake to make at all, really.
Please,
Well, please come in. Not that you need to be invited in.
Again, the vampire stereotype coming out. The individual steps into the room. He looks
I'm
around his
gonna-
village
I'm
room
gonna-
and he goes over to the
I'm gonna
bed.
open
He
the
just sits.
curtain.
You open the
I'm
curtain.
going to open the
Yep.
curtain to let some natural light through, just to be like,
Oh wait, so he's like he's locking the door on the room we at. It's not the
Yes.
door to the tavern.
No,
so
no,
he's
no,
already-
the
No,
door
oh,
to the
he's
room.
there.
yeah.
Oh,
So he's on
right,
the
I thought he was
top
like all the way
floor.
downstairs.
No, he's on the
Mr.
top
Ben
floor.
Shopkeeper.
Missed
Here's-
yeah, fucking dimension door from the depths of hell. Okay. Okay, as soon as he walks here, I'll close the door behind you and lock it.
Are we
He
allowed
sits
to
on his
ask
belly's bed.
who you're here on behalf of, or are we not allowed to know their name?
I'm here on behalf of myself.
Oh,
well, wonderful.
gotta love someone who does their own business.
Indeed. It's the only way to make sure wires don't get crossed these days.
And may we know your name, maybe?
Not a power on the name.
Yes, they tend to be rather touchy on the subject. So, I presume you'd want to go straight to business.
Most definitely.
Of course. So, what we are in need of is the transfer of the souls of Lord and Lady Castellanta towards Asmodeus, if he would be willing to accept them, in exchange for him freeing the souls of the children of the Castellanta family. For this transaction, we would be willing to impart on you something of value, equal value. I'm not too versed in the value of souls. So
Children's souls are currently valued at 999,999 gold pieces and 99 unfortunate souls, as per the current Castellanta contract.
Of course. And,
You would have to be offered something
no.
more valuable than that.
Well, that's relative. Like, that deal isn't on the table for you. How valuable are the Castellantan souls to you?
I have more. It's more in this pot than I think you quite grasp the concept of.
I can imagine. So, But I would be willing to go out on a limb and say that the soul of a fully grown young adult with a full life ahead of them left to exploit and to be of use has a good amount of value due to their capabilities when compared to.
I swear
pure
to the
children.
gods if you're trying to sell your soul again.
I did it once. At this point, it's like I'm already fucked. Might as well.
At this point, your
have some-
soul's probably worthless by now.
Also, listen, you've just said that we don't know what the going rate for stuff is, and then you're saying that this is more important. How about this? You clearly have a great deal of value from these children's souls. I don't know what that gets you. Is it like power or what? Influence?
Are they
Because
just really tasty?
if so, we're fairly well connected, and we could pull lots of strings to get you a lot of whatever it is you need over time.
I
don't
quite
just wanna go
enjoy
ch-
this back and forth. What strings do you think you could pull that would aid me?
I mean, that would depend on what you're looking to achieve on this plane.
So much.
No much.
This is about as helpful as the maybe, fella. Never mind.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Maybe it is.
I presume that you work off, or would you happen to have an enterprise? I know that various devils have their own cults that are in danger of being found out, eradicated by rival cults. The business of selling souls can be rather cutthroat, am I right?
It can be fairly. But again, I have many cults all over. One vanished, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me.
Of course. But how about we, or I at least, would, or if anybody else would be willing to join in, of our services in extinguishing rival cults across this plane and any plane that we would manage to get into? The less influence your opponents have in various planes, the more you can capitalize on the power vacuum.
You all are jumping through a lot of hoops here because you're making assumptions about who I am.
Fair enough, but we have.
Well, you won't tell us who you are, so we're
He
Kinda
didn't
stuck with
actually
your
say he
assumptions.
wouldn't tell us. He just asked, "What's the power of a name?" We didn't directly ask, "Tell us your name." He didn't directly say, "No, it's a game.
Say, what's your name?
You gotta play."
Can you tell us your name?
You tell me yours. You've not even really introduced yourselves.
Fair enough.
Well, my name is Shadowclaw.
Charm.
Gabriella Duran, a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ab. Looks the other two.
I go by Logan Margaster, as I'm sure you're probably aware by now.
Lord Margaster in this region of Faerun, I believe.
The very same.
the Black Viper. The name I've adopted at the very least.
Ah. Adopted name. Funny. There's a bit of a resemblance between you and the other one. Advances to Gabriella.
Indeed.
I am by many names. Take your pick. Cloven. Old Hoof and Horn. The Great Devil. Lord of Lies. Lord of Below. The Lord of Nessus. The
Are you
Lord of
Asmodeus?
Ninth. Oh, that is the power of the name, good friend.
Are you Jesus?
Oh my
I
god,
don't
you
know
it's,
who that
Asmodeus?
is.
it's Mr. Maybe himself.
The reason why you're jumping through so many hoops that I think is laughable is if a devil below me owns souls, ultimately they belong to me. So
You know, I said that. Jesus, you. I'm sorry. I'm very.
In our
bad with
defense, everything you say is stupid.
names. Right there. Wait, me. Not everything. I'm gonna carry on eating my corn kernels.
Crunch,
Perhaps
crunch,
it would
crunch,
be-
crunch.
Perhaps it would be easier for you to maybe suggest what you would desire, seeing as our comprehension of your machinations and will is far beyond whatever we can think of as of now.
he waves his hand, and the small little what before just looked like he had like it looked like almost like a little, like not quite like a knuckle duster, but he had almost like a band around his like hand.
Sorry, but I'm now imagining it as knuckle
He,
duster.
he had a knuckle duster.
He just shows up with knuckle duster. He's like, Jesus Christ.
And but he kind of like opens his palm, and it turns into a long, almost like cane with a bright ruby on top. That he lets the base of it tap on the floorboard, and it like flares with a bit of light. He doesn't change his avatar or form. He still looks like this charming tiefling man. Smiles. Well, I've heard a few of your proposals already. This one, he gestures to Gabriella, offered me her soul, which I already have through my lesser, Levistus.
Oh, fair enough.
I have no need for.
You gotta stop offering that to everyone.
Right
I
there.
mean, at one point, it's kind of worthless, so... Anyhow.
I wouldn't say it's quite worthless. Whenever you die, I'm sure you'll make quite the leader on the front.
Well,
Out of curiosity, does that mean that you know the terms of her deal? Because,
It's my deal. Yes.
he doesn't.
Her deal?
Huh.
I know them. Would you like to make
What deal?
another? Not really my contract to, just throw around. It's you and Levistus.
well,
I suppose expecting a freebie from a devil was,
that's depending on what he would be willing to... You mentioned something about front once I die.
Yes.
Elaborate.
Have you ever heard of the Blood War, my dear?
No, enlighten me.
Ah,
sounds
a
pleasant.
history lesson then indeed. The Blood War has been going on for quite some time. Terrible thing. We're being invaded, you see, by these demons from the abyss. Popping up all
Terrible thing.
over the multiverse. We strive against all odds to maintain them and keep the rest of the multiverse safe.
Oh, how kind of you.
Selfless
go inside that.
indeed. Sure.
Can I say that?
You can incite Asmodeus if you want.
Oh,
He's
that's like
being
what work is
honest. You will not beat this man. I'm gonna tell you right now,
Plus
Asmodeus'
20
deception
deception.
is a plus 35. That's not even a
Wow.
joke. That's on his stat block.
What?
Like, it
He
is
has a stat
ridiculous. Yeah, all got some stat blocks. Gotta find it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because our old group was all geared up to fight Tiamat, and then we found her stat block and was like, ooh!
But yeah,
Then we killed her.
he kind of like smiles, goes like, well, Sylvia, you would probably be right at home on the front line leading our troops into battle to protect, the weak and infirm.
I have no... I can imagine that the reality will be rather different, and you are using my ideals to convince me, but...
Not at all. It is entirely truthful. We fight against the fiends. If we simply laid down our arms and let them walk over hell, or even around it, as they have tried to do so many times, they would consume and attack and destroy every plane, as far as I'm aware.
Well, how about it then? Release in exchange for the souls of the two Rosnar children and their freedom. How can I help you further in these blood wars?
Well, you're already going to help me whether you want to or not, as per your deal. darling.
I'm aware. but
Also,
perhaps I
why did you tell us that the book owned the Lord and Lady Castle Lantern if you are the book and I'm
The book allows me
confused.
to be here. I can't simply materialize a material plane without good reason.
Huh.
You offered me an invitation. You summoned me.
What more then could I give? If I can give anything more.
So you
You
definitely don't want Lord and Lady Castle Lantern.
I already have them.
What did
And
they
their son.
trade for?
And their son and daughter very soon.
They have been making too many devil deals.
That was one deal,
Yes.
Their souls and their children's souls.
indeed.
Ah.
5
the pay.
souls. I
Do
see
they
only
also
4.
get turned into devils eventually?
I turned the eldest son instantly into a chained devil because it amused me. And I will probably do something similar to the younger ones when their time is up, and if I'm not mistaken, it's very soon. Well, I think the Castlanders deserve a bit of punishment.
You're still avoiding the question I've been posing. What if I, or what more would you desire? Or what would you desire?
Children seem to mean an awful lot to you.
It's more of
How
the
about-
principle.
All of your souls.
No.
I believe that's a tough bargain.
Listen, all I'm saying is there is no child that is more important than me, so no.
I'm very attached to my soul and not fighting in an eternal war against demons.
Fair enough. Still worth offering. It was just something I thought you could give me pretty quickly. The other solution is you want to do it if you could mass up the money and the souls that are in the contract. I wouldn't care if it came from you or the Castlanders, but that is the worth of them to me. So you would have to offer me something that is more valuable than that. If you could even get the money, that's a start. But then
Money is would be the smaller issue, but tell me, does it have to be innocent souls? Could it be
unfortunate.
unfortunate?
That is the downtrodden, the society. Ones who won't be missed.
Unfortunate souls.
Poor unfortunate souls.
Indeed.
I don't necessarily always want for those who have already made deals because they're going somewhere else already, and normally I find that the poor don't have the machinations or influence to get that far all the time.
And could these unfortunate souls...
Gabriella, I'm just saying, if you're trying to deal away unfortunate souls, you're getting awfully close to the family business.
That's fair.
Which family?
I'm just trying to think about if killing bandits, for instance, or eliminating bandits.
I mean, go to the field ward and they're all pretty fucking unfortunate.
I mean,
up there.
yes,
Just-
but there's no reason to say, why don't you simply pick ghosts? Surely if there were, between all of you, 99 deaths, I would say you're probably close to that already. In only
Perhaps
a brief
if you
time
were.
you've known each other. It's only a
Yeah, we can
small
back-
number.
We can backdate
No,
stuff.
no, not anymore. I'm just
Oh.
putting it into context, dear boy.
Fine.
And
I mean, so the person looked at the group was like, okay, let's put this into perspective. Do you really want to sacrifice 99 souls for the souls of 2 children?
I mean, as much as I don't want to seem evil here,
Oh,
It
let's
seems-
play a game. And Asmodeus claps his hands, the ruby rod grows red, and you are aboard a large, kind of like dray-pulled carriage, heading down the high street.
oh my
in
god, he's
Waterdeep.
put us in the trolley problem.
And
That bastard!
ahead of you, there is
He stole this from the good
There's
place!
a fork in the road, where the high road splits in between the high road and the way of the dragon. he gestures to the high road, and you see the two young, innocent, young Lord and Lady Castellanter children there playing and having fun in the middle of the road. The carriage is wide enough that it definitely will hit them, and the streets are so densely packed with buildings that there's no way for them to get out of its way. Or down the way of the dragon, there is a similar kind of situation, but there are 99 downtrodden, on their luck kind of looking individuals all there as well. You have a steering wheel that will allow you to turn the wheels of the
I
wagon
hit the children.
hit the children.
I hit the
or
children.
hit the vehicle. And you roll there to make a decision. And he's sat like on the back in the he's like in the carriage on the back, like eating like a few grapes just as it trundles along.
I'm just saying, all of those downtrodden people at some point were innocent children. And given the track record of the Castle Lanterns, I don't think those kids are going to grow up into good people.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But we
He's gonna
can't
go back to be
judge the
pretty-
children on the sins of their fathers.
come back.
I'm not
Well,
saying that
bubbles.
it's necessarily the perfect thing. I'm saying it's the lesser of two evils. 99 unfortunate souls versus 2 unfortunate souls. It's basic mathematics.
You know, if Humphrey was here, he'd be able to knock this carriage over.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Also,
would,
what has
I
those
believe
99 people do to deserve a sacrifice for the life of two noble children? These 99 souls haven't done anything wrong.
You have about maybe a minute before the crossroad.
Not to mention, yes, we could say we'll only kill bandits, but realistically, does a bandit deserve to be fighting forever in the blood war anymore?
Does an 8-year-old child deserve to?
No, but, you know, life's not fair.
It isn't, so why should we not kill the bandits who are actively a menace?
Because we could just wash our hands. If we never knew about the deal in the first place, this would have been the outcome anyway.
Now we know, and now we have the responsibility of deciding.
Why are you so obsessed with saving 2 children that you know nothing about? They might be little bastards. They might burn out.
Perhaps.
Also, the way I
Or
see
perhaps not.
the
From
children,
what I've seen, they seem like genuinely good kids.
all I see is the 2 children die, the money gets given to what they did to help the people that actually need.
I'm going to sit next to Asmodeus and offer him a few of the little corn kernels, which presumably he will just be able to pop.
I was about to say, yeah,
You
he
just
takes
hold
one and
it
he just
like-
pops into a bit of popcorn and
Corn.
pops in his mouth.
Oh shit, that looks way tastier.
What happens if we
Bit
don't
of
pick a
butter on there would
pathway?
be great.
If we don't pick a path, the children get hit.
Oh, we were going down the children. Oh, I thought we were. It's like a four.
We're
Defaults to
down
the
on the children, Gabriella.
Why are you
No,
so
that-
obsessed with
that was the
saving
children.
2 children? I mean, you said it was the principle of it, but... I mean, there must be a reason that you're getting so het up.
No, I've got about 30
Well,
seconds for the
I
judge.
did promise. I know. I just promised the children that they would be alright. That's all. I don't break promises, and
Just,
I don't.
sorry. Sorry, no, it's fine. You were talking about selling your soul to somebody else and then talking about... it's fine. Ignore me, get back to it. More corn?
Well, what would
15 seconds to the turn.
I'll say,
You know, if we power slid this baby, we'd be able to get the whole lot of them.
10
You don't
seconds.
win in a deal with the devil. Either way, it's going to end up twisted.
Yes, I will lose either way, but I would prefer to be
I-
the only one losing.
I'm sorry to sound harsh as well. This is the price they have to pay for doing a deal with the devil.
3, 2,
Gabriel would turn it on the kids.
yeah. You commit fully. 1.
Isabella lifts her cloak so she doesn't get splattered with a rich kid remains.
You hear the sounds of bones snapping and cries of pain as the wagon, the kind of dray, like plows over the top of them, and yeah. Then Asmodeus claps his hands back together as he eats another bit of popcorn, and you're back in the room. Oh, that was terribly, terribly sad.
Oh, indeed.
But it helps make decisions, doesn't it?
Out of curiosity.
Why do you want the children so much? I mean, is it... I mean, surely the souls of 2 children can't be that valuable. Like, what are they...
Your mother?
Oh.
Do you ever want to be one? Do you have a
No.
maternal instinct?
I feel like the world probably isn't worth bringing children into.
Then maybe you necessarily won't understand. But ask any parent. The second you have a child, you anything to protect them or save them from harm, especially with what you had brought upon them. The children's souls are worth as much as their parents loved them. And their parents' love is going to bring me 999,999 gold pieces and 99 souls.
Or not, considering that they're scrambling and can't get the money in time.
Oh, they have the money, but it will bankrupt them. Isn't that fun? They just want to protect it
Oh,
themselves.
that's interesting.
Oh, even better.
Help them, don't help them. Will the Castellantes bankrupt themselves and take their lives anyway? I'm eagerly watching at the sidelines.
Out of curiosity,
Yes.
if the souls become yours upon the birthday of the children, correct? Or are they already yours?
No, I have no claim to them until their birthday. The 9th birthday.
So-
For the 9th layer of hell. Fitting.
If they were to die before their birthday, they would not. Their souls will not become yours, correct?
Oh, correct, yeah. I want to go murder them, 100%.
Whoa. Gabriel,
That's heard very fast.
say what I think you're saying.
Out of curiosity, if the Castellantans were to die, does their deal just carry out as normal, or...?
What deal? The deal that they signed with me? They already have everything that I need from them. And I will get the deals penance. One way or another.
So if the Castellantans die, their children are still doomed to be taken.
That is correct.
Yeah.
The deal has still been made.
So we have to kill the entire family.
Yes. Well, Shadowclaw. Shadowclaw. Yes. If these children were to turn into devils, I
Technicality,
presume
we
that-
have technically found a way around it.
but
Yes, the technicality is you provide everything.
No. As in the deal you guys made with, not you.
We did provide. Oh, it is.
We had to
it's worth-
provide an alternative to the deal. If the children
Okay.
die before their birthday,
Their souls will never become.
I'm just
No.
saying,
Right. As
far as written is required, that is an alternative solution.
As long as could you describe to us the existence of a devil in your service? Is it? I would presume it's not a pleasant one. Like how? What would these kids become?
Oh, right now, probably
Fucked.
a couple of lemurs, and they would stay with their parents. I wouldn't take them away, I'm not cruel. I've still left them their eldest son. I believe their mother visits him often in the attic.
So, Shadowclaw, you saw what their son has become. Do you think death is a worse fate than that? If I can't save them, their bodies, saving their souls is the next best thing. That way, they can at least rest in peace and not in eternal torment of a blood war.
Can't
What
believe
say you?
child murder might be the solution to our problem.
Well, and the tiefling man rises to his feet. It seems you're no longer interested in making a deal. Therefore, my time is very precious, and I have things to attend to.
Of course.
Well, unfortunately, you want souls and not the recipe to a really great garlic sauce.
I'm not a fan of garlic.
Well,
Knew it.
Is there any other alternative besides the
can you offer
souls?
me?
I mean, I'm not
What
quite
do
sure
you
what
have?
devils
This
to be.
tavern, perhaps? It's, at the end of the day, worth something to someone. I bet I could make a lovely little ritual spot here, or...
I mean,
We
I'm up for
lose-
trading property, or...
You
gold
need to make.
even.
I unfortunately don't know what you have at your disposal. I know you have souls. I asked for them. You said no. So what else do you have? The money is already, has to come one way or another. You're looking for something to cover the cost of 99 souls. What is worth?
I don't
that?
know what 99 souls are worth. I'm not.
The sliding scale. Think of it like a stock market. Have you ever been to Mineros? They have a fine stock market.
I can imagine a stock market, but it's still hard to imagine like the value of a soul in the market.
Constantly
Like-
fluctuate.
Oh, in that sense. Huh. A tavern.
Just an example.
Logan, want to trade away your family's estate, or?
Or
It's
you
not
could
in my
get
name.
me the soul of someone very, very important. Get them to agree. Ooh, that could sweeten the deal. The Open Lord, perhaps. The Black Star.
I
I don't think she's quite stupid enough to go for that.
indeed.
Need to be stupid.
The
if you
best I could do is
convince
probably
them.
one of my parents, but that's about it.
Perhaps.
I'll do both
if-
of my parents. You can have that.
Oh, that's true. I'd be willing to. I know 2 parents and a brother. 2 powerful nobles.
Honestly,
And
I always
brother.
assumed you owned them already.
Rosnar
Or
family.
2. Indeed.
I own.
That's good thinking, actually.
I own a fair
Fuckers.
few of the Rosnars.
Oh, of course you do.
A lot of the ones out in Arm.
And how about those here in Waterdeep?
I haven't really got much of a foothold here. I thought you two would be my first. I mean, apart from yourself, Sylvia.
Oh, perhaps. How about this?
Every time you say Sylvia, the dog perks up.
Oh, so how about our family here? They are of much less worth than 100 unfortunate souls to me personally, on a moral scale. But to you, perhaps they could be of use.
You, your sister, brother, parents. Get them all to agree. That sounds like an interesting enough deal. I might consider it.
No, we've already covered. I don't want my soul to leave my body and fight in a blood war.
Then I would take your uncle Marcos instead.
Oh,
No, not Marcus.
out of
He's my
curiosity,
favorite uncle.
What would Gabrielle know about Marcos?
Marcus is a wizard, and you last saw him a couple of months ago because he was heading off to Icespire Peak in the
No,
Sword
he's
Mountains.
in Icewind Dale. We
He's in Icewind
can't.
Dale, yeah,
we
he
haven't
is.
played that module yet. We'll fuck it up.
Next.
And if I were to propose this to my family, what would I pitch to them? What would they...
They're not
Sorry,
going to
sir.
go for saving children. They're
See,
not the sort.
Yeah,
The
that's-
reason why the
that's the point.
Castellantis could offer their children is because they are their lessers and they technically brought them into this world and have some stake of their soul. Your parents could offer up use, if they so wished.
And I'm shocked that they haven't, honestly.
Maybe they will whenever you offer them this deal. Maybe they'll offer you instead. That is why it is
Oh.
of such interest to me.
Oh, gods.
But something I'd certainly consider. You just have to convince them.
How about this? We'll try and make up our minds. If we decide to form any pact with you, we'll be sure to contact you.
I'm done. I'm not fully packed with study.
Yeah, no, nobody's forcing you to form any pacts. We
You
can.
have the book.
discuss.
You may reach out to my proxy at whatever time you like. So, if you need any of her assistance, next time, come to the table with bartering chips available.
I've got one, or perhaps one more thing we could bargain with. It said obviously the value of family and the value of love of the father and mother is sometimes more precious than anything else.
Yes.
How about we gave away our ability of generate any future offsprings
Cut his dick off.
Not cutting the dick off. Perhaps ability of
No, not cut his dick off,
Heaven.
just his balls.
any more offsprings
In fact,
That's where peace stood.
let at our bloodline.
I would be willing.
Death of the Rosnar line. Death of
And we'll stop
whatever the
there.
fuck your family's line is.
Make me a persuasion check, Shadowclaw. Mister, I won't make deals.
If I had a nickel for every time my character's ability to have children was taken by a devil,
Oh,
I'd
fuck.
have 2 nickels.
Which isn't much, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
I like the way you...
None of us have any offsprings.
Free devil
as of yet.
vasectomy, let's go!
At least I've been around for a very long time, and I don't believe I've got any offsprings yet. So
We will
the
draft-
blood
No, you know.
ends
Draft a
in here.
contract of 4 for you all to sign, but slight change. Any child that you would conceive will carry on to be born as normal, but simply will never open their eyes or cry. Sound fair?
Oh,
I would be willing to accept those terms.
One of 4.
Run that past me once more.
Any child you
No
would conceive
children only
would
stillborn.
still run the full length of the pregnancy, as you would expect, but they would never open their eyes or cry. They would be, yes, they would not be alive upon birth.
Okay,
And-
that's worse.
and then in exchange,
That's
In
worse than
exchange,
that's
I
worse
will-
than just
the
shooting
children
blanks.
will be saved.
The 2
Yeah,
youngest children of the Castlanders will be spared.
So we're giving away this is something I would be willing to sacrifice to save the children.
And you will all have the
Agreed.
same clause, because I think it is ironic, as the Castlanders have. 1 shy of 1,000,000 gold coins and 1 shy of 199 souls will give all of you back the ability to have children. If any of you do it. As you're making a joint contract. Very generous.
Indeed.
Out of curiosity, if you adopt a child, do they just drop dead immediately, or like how does that play into the situation? I don't want to accidentally murder a kid. I'm just saying.
As the contract's written, I would say you could adopt a child.
Okay.
Alright. In that case, I'm even more inclined, willing to accept.
Look, I just don't want Gabriella to adopt the orphans and then they immediately die. Okay.
Thank you for your...
We agreed to these terms.
Sounds like that's everyone agreeing. Ladies?
See, I'm not so sure about this.
Why not?
Logan, do you really need to pass your genes on?
No, fair point. Yeah, okay. I mean,
Everyone
Look at
agrees?
like this, you don't have to use condoms
This is-
ever again.
This just
no,
sounds
I
like a
do,
great
or
agreement.
else I'm gonna give birth to somebody's gonna give birth to fucking bricks. It's gonna be a floppy brick.
What's his name? Brick.
No, I'm just imagining you knock someone up and they're like, we should talk about baby names, and you're like, we
Rick,
don't
Rick.
need to.
Yeah, chuck it
Good
in the river.
news and bad
Come on, let's
news.
go.
Is it a boy? Is it a girl? It is not a brief.
It's basically a humanoid blobfish at this point. Like,
It's
I'm
abortion.
The reason I accept this is because that means we'll save 99 lives. And
Technically 101
children.
lives.
101 lives.
listen, I could have a lot more kids than that if the way I've been going.
But do you know how Waterdeep would look in that case? Sign the fucking deal. I'm joking. Sorry.
So you all
I
sign?
don't-
No, you all agree? There's no actual signature, it's just you all agree.
Yeah, sure.
Can we have this in a written contract so we can
Of course.
prove it to the Castellantas that
Yeah.
the children will be free from the deal?
I will have one of my servants at Casa Manor bring it to you on the morrow. If you'd like to wait until then to agree, you can simply do so through them as a proxy. You can read over. I'll add the clause as discussed.
I personally would prefer to have it over and done with, but I'll leave that choice up
If
to
you
all
would like
of
to
you.
agree now, I will happily allow your portion to already be pre-signed on your behalf.
Hmm. That's a good question. You know what? No, I'll wait just in case any unexpected developments happen.
Always read the fine print, you know.
Yes.
Once the contract is drafted, I don't do revisions. Sign it or
That-
don't.
Of course, but you know, I meant exterior situations.
Of course. It's a big decision.
So,
One
and
that
when
the
we-
Castlanders had to ponder for some time as well.
How about we go even step further on this one?
we already have a deal.
Yeah,
We
don't make the
I'm
deal
listening.
worse.
No.
Shadowclaw, shut up.
I'm just saying, just to prevent this from happening again, we can, just a suggestion for the group, for all of it, we can also get the Castellante to sign the contract saying they are not going to make any more deals with the devil ever again.
Oh, with that.
And that with that, if they agree to do that, we agree
As like
to
part of our contract.
our
Yeah.
terms. And the
Like
children
if
say
they start
the
making more
contract's up and
deals,
it
like
falls
our
into-
contract is void and their children are back in danger again.
Yes,
Exactly.
Could
And
we add that there?
and then if that happens,
They did it to
if
themselves.
if they do decide to make a deal with another devil or whatever, it's on them.
And
And then
what are you
our-
going to
our-
give me for this amendment? Because that does not benefit me at all.
I mean, realistically, it would just put them back
And-
into the situation where they give you 99 souls, so.
Not at that point. The children automatically will be over 9. Unless you renege this very quickly, I suppose. I would automatically get them. I would say if you wanted to add that on, you certainly could, but I would want something else. Something for me. If you're going to add another clause, because you get out of this one, and also for them to, if you would be effectively blacklisting them from...
Well, that's what you're gonna get. So you're gonna be blacklisting them from making a deal with any other.
And that
Any
doesn't
other devil.
benefit me because I get everyone's souls.
Every
I feel
deal.
like this one doesn't listen.
No, he doesn't.
He
But
doesn't.
it's fine.
I mean, you guys are good at lying. We could just tell the Castellantes that was part of the deal.
You know, actually, let's just go with that.
Fine.
The deal
It
stands.
is what it is.
I will have the contract sent here tomorrow morning.
Great. So will we have to do like a collective signing with the Castellanters in one room, or?
It will only pertain to yourselves. The Castlanders need to have no interaction here. I will simply release the souls of the children in advance once the contract has been signed.
Although perhaps I suggest that we should go talk to him to stop trying to assassinate our friends at the Order of the Gauntlet.
We should probably go
Wait.
tell them that, yes, but
Yeah.
I don't think that the devil needs to be involved in any of that stuff.
I think we are done
that's-
here. And he opens the door to the room, and you see there is just like this deep red glow from the other side. You hear like the sounds of someone screaming in the
Let's
distance,
go.
and he just steps inside. Ta-ta! Farewell! And then the door closes and unlocks itself again. And whenever he opened the door, like Shadowclaw, he didn't unlock it. He just opened the door and it opened.
You know, I thought that was through into Bosco's room then. I was getting kind of worried that he'd got up to his old tricks, but no, it's just the biggest devil going back home to hell.
I know that this may seem like an obvious thing to say, but man, the King of Devils is kind of a dick.
Right?
Kind of cool though. Yeah,
Yeah, kind of
it's
cool.
of a dick.
kind of a dick in a cool way.
Yeah, and kind of cool in a dickish way.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
really want to know how he does that pop thing with the corn. I've never seen that before.
Maybe you could recreate it with like a pan or something, like really hot. Or maybe if you exploded it, like if you put a bomb in the center of all the corn kernels.
Be right back. And Logan's gonna go into Bosco's room. Like, Bosco, I've got a job for you.
Distant explosion noises.
Yeah, what
Anybody
can I do
care
for
to
you?
I'll probably close the door behind me. and be like,
Gabriella, we should probably kill our brother, by the way, or at least cut his balls off. I just feel like if the Rosnar line is going to end with us two, we should probably make sure it ends altogether.
Oh, how about we burn down the family mansion in dramatic revenge?
Could be funny.
Honestly, after seeing that they actually.
I do want to save my portrait from there first, though. That thing was very expensive, and honestly, it's quite flattering.
That's the only nice thing in the house.
Yours, unfortunately, has already made its way to a fireplace.
I thought it would be dramatically blacked out with tar.
No, only on the family tree, but all the portraits were just sort of a bonfire situation.
Oh boy. Anyway, I think we should get going to the Castellanters to inform them and to warn them to not.
Who's the
try
best
and kill
liar out of everyone?
I think we start some next time.
Okay, and maybe just tell them if they have, because we know about the deal and we know about the Knights Nine Souls, and if they have anyone that they potentially have a hostage,
They need to let them go.
they need to let them know. Or even before we tell them what the deal was.
But seriously, who's really good at lying? I'm quite good at lying, but something tells me that some of you are even better.
I'm apt. Very apt.
Well, while you decide who is the best liar, and you probably start heading downstairs and preparing to travel over to Catherine Villa, that is where we're going to stop for tonight.
Ah,
We'll
for
pick this
fuck's
up
sake.
next time. Guys, bye!